So UBoat, it's been a lot of updates. We're on to version B128. A lot of stuff has changed. Some crew management stuff has come in. Some quality of life improvements. The theater of war changes a little bit. We're gonna take a full crew. The last save wasn't compatible to move forward, which is what you expect with game development. So that's not a problem at all. So we got a new crew started out here. We're going to test out some new features, take the crew as far as we can get them. So let's jump right into this. So the first thing I've noticed is that there's a bunch of tutorial stuff that's changed. So I thought that was really exciting. So we're going to start right at the beginning with it all. Now we did get a message. We're going to go to our leading officer. Right, so they added in this right here is my crew needs training. So it opens up a tutorial menu. Alright, so I think this is a really good idea to help out with the beginning of the game. So we'll run through it really quick, doesn't take very long. So training number 1 is resupply. We're going to select that. Okay, I'll let you read those if you want. So, we got to click on to the warehouse building. Show me what you got. Okay, so this is what's in the warehouse. Our money. This is what's in the storage room in our U-boat. And we just basically drag and drop. So first thing we need is food. I think this was in the very first episode we did with loading up. I always like to grab fruits and vegetables, so we'll transfer all of those in. There is a little bit of... I'm going to grab that also, transfer those in. Fuel. Not easy. Just slide this over. Refuel. And torpedoes. So there's the T1s and T2s, just upgraded model. I always fill up with T2s, so we'll just grab these, just drag them in. Now we're going to have some 2 T1s, I believe, in there. That's fine. Alright, so now that we've resupplying the ship, it does take some time. You can see here it's going to take 2 days to get the torpedoes and all the food in. So instead of sitting here and waiting, you can just click here. There we are. Resupply complete. So after every mission or before you go out, it's make sure you're resupplied. I'll go back to the leading officer. Yeah, loading the resupply cabinet was pretty hard. So crew needs training. Don't mind drinking coffee as we play. So this here, traveling and driving.
Change course.
Again, if you want to read that, I'll let you read that. So we'll just click here.
Faster, faster.
We'll get the U-boat moving. Now they did do some changing to the navigation system. Before you had to set up waypoints each way, holding shift and clicking to go out of the ports. That's all been automated, so that's a quality of life improvement for us. I really appreciate that. Okay, we'll hold shift.
Set a course to
Right click. Okay, and mouse wheels zooms in and out, and I'm using WASD to scroll around my map. So we'll speed this up. And you can see it already plotted the first waypoint outside of the port. Yeah, let's speed up a little bit. And until we get to open water, the can only go to times 48 speed. Alright, travel mode. I always give it a sec to load everything in. Alright. Alright, targets. So diving the sub, again we can just click on one of these 4 presets. Deck awash, periscope depth, and dive. You can also click on the gauge and dive to that depth. Now down here you can see flooding the tanks. Our radio guy, Klug. So they're all performing their different duties here. Preheating torpedoes, which is good. You can now designate priorities, kind of like some other like RimWorld and stuff, where you can give each person priority of what they're going to be doing. So you can have him prioritize repairing the ship. You can have him prioritize running the diesel engines. It's a little bit dark here. Gives us a little cinematic. Our first dive, apparently. Yeah, I'm really liking the game. This is a good game. Having to figure out your own trajectories for the torpedoes, like Wolfpack. You got a couple guys, and you know that is really good. For me, as liking to play solo, I kind of like the fact that my crew does that, and they get experience and get better as they do it. All right, here we are. He's just telling us about the scopes and stuff. Okay, and this is where we can...
150 meters.
When you click this, I think 150 meters is the safe, max safe dive depth. Scroll in, and with the mouse wheel and it opens up, we can move around our sub. I think the graphics and the way they've done the lighting, a little bit dark right now, but I think it's pretty good. I like it. And if you do want to get in to give orders, you can just mouse wheel in, and there you go, and you can go forward and backward on your sub. I think they've done a really good job on this. I like it. Also here, let's select him. We can come up to the storage room. I think you remember this from last time. We can actually, okay, so we want Weber to grab these fruit and veg and transfer them into the galley. I'm having a variety of food increases discipline and stuff. Varied dishes, you see, +8 per minute. Lighting. Let them continue the dive.
70 meters. 140 meters.
Pitch black. Let's get in so we can at least see what's going on. Air quality goes down as you're diving. Discipline also drops. I find this is a hindrance for me. I must be diving too early or something, or we need to get those improved toilets so the confidence doesn't drop as fast. Alright, we do have ventilators that can recycle air when we're underneath. They cause noise, so you want to use them sparingly. So we just click on that, and a random crew member will go turn the ventilators on. There was also, if you remember in the storage room, carbon scrubbers, I think they are, that we can put in there to improve air quality. Okay, now the air quality goes up when we turn the ventilators on. Also the bilge, as we go down, the ship will leak a little bit. That water goes into the valve, so we can turn this pump on, and that will pump stuff. We can also look here in the bilge. You can see there's not much water in there now. Alright, okay, back to the surface. Oops.
Blow the
There we go.
tanks.
Alright, and we'll head back up.
20 meters.
Switch to diesel engines.
Alright, back on the surface. Now each time you dive and surface, you use some of your compressed air. So we need to get that air, compressed air filled back up. You can see we're at 70% here. So we have an electric one and a diesel. We're on the surface, nothing around. We'll just click that diesel one on. Someone will come and click that on. Alright, so it does make some noise. And we'll see the compressed air going up already. It's fun when they go into slow-mo mode. When you get under attack and bad things happen, you can put it into the slow-mo mode, which is really handy to give orders to fix leaks, close doors. Alright, we've learned a whole bunch today. Let's open the map and
Change course.
get back to port.
Yes, sir.
Zoom out and we'll speed it up. We have to get out of the encounter area. And you'll notice they turn off the compressors and stuff automatically. Alright, so we'll head back to port. Alright, we're back. Travel and diving complete. So we can keep doing the training missions, and we also gain experience while we're doing this, which I thought was pretty good. So let's go back over to the leading.
Deeply impressed by your last patrol. Solid work, Captain.
Alright. So we'll keep going with the training.
Your eyes only.
Crew management. Alright. Oh, we're going to do some attacking. Okay, so back onto the world map.
Change course. Faster! Faster!
Okay, leaving port, and we'll see when we get out there. Just about to arrive. Alright, so okay, so they already know basic tasks. Unusual things during battle. Alright, so we're gonna micro manage everything here. Okay, with hydrophones. So the hydrophone can only be used at periscope depth, so we'll dive down.
Switch to electric motors.
Okay, so we have to get our radio guy.
Skipper.
Left click on the listening area, and he'll jump in there. Zoom in here. Okay, you can see the hydrophone stretching out. Now, of course, the faster you go, the more interference, so you won't be able to hear as well and as far. You can also skill up your radio operator or hydrophone operator, and it'll also increase the distance.
Skipper, I've detected a ship.
All right, propellers. Okay, so if we right click,
Set an interception course.
we have an interception course. Alright, chimney smoke. Now you see here we have chimney smoke spotted, but missing operator. If we just pushing M to go in, scroll wheel and zoom into our section, we can grab this dude,
Yes, sir.
put him over here, and then he'll be able to left click. We can send that report and get 150 points. So we'll just do that really quick, and then we'll put him back. There we go.
On your order.
Get some credit for that. Okay, we'll go back out. There we are.
Alarm. Take your positions.
Now, in this situation, I also noticed when you're playing the game. Okay, so we're using torpedoes.
Skipper.
All right, we'll put him on the attack scope.
Aye, aye,
Only
sir.
leaders can be on scopes and navs, so Weber and myself. Speed him up a little bit. All right, he's going to go on that attack scope. Okay, so if we select him, Weber, who's ever watching, or the hydrophone guy, and we right-click on the vessel,
Calculate torpedo course.
they start calculating. So we'll select both guys,
Calculate torpedo course.
and we'll get them calculating a torpedo course. And you'll see it's going up here. And we found out what it is. Now for the purpose of this, I'm actually just going to stop right here.
We're slowing down.
Realistically, you want to be as broadside as possible when you take the shot. So yeah, as it passed by, I'd want to be here and then shoot my torpedoes directly broadside. Right, at 90% you get a decent torpedo course. Now if we left click the ship, brings up this little menu. We want to click on torpedoes, and they've all been preheated. They're red, and it says here flood at least 3. That's overkill, but
Flood tube 1. Flood tube 2. Flood tube 3.
all right, you see the water level rising up as the tube floods.
Tube 1 flooded. Tube 2 ready. Tube 3 flooded.
All right, fire.
Fire.
There we go. Now, realistically, you'd want to have, you can see the torpedoes coming out. We would want to be reloading these tubes as fast as possible. Engineers do that, so if we were to grab this engineer, and just left click and drag over. And I think that would get him loading torpedoes.
The torpedo is halfway to the target.
And that is another thing I like about
30
this.
seconds.
It counts down for you. 3 torpedoes.
30 seconds.
There's the ship. You just barely see us sticking out here.
20 seconds. Seconds to impact. It's a hit. The deck is on fire.
It's
We
a
did
hit.
it. It's a hit. Hull breached. They're sinking. We've scored a hit.
Okay, and we don't have original report is 2 freighters, so we're gonna look for another one. We don't have our radio operator.
Blow the tanks. torpedoes.
we're going to the surface, we're going to look. We're going to just quickly, zoom in here. We'll select our radio operator, and we'll just switch him over here to send
Aye,
that
aye,
report.
sir.
There we go. 1500 for the sink. Alright, that's done. We'll put him back over to the
Aye, aye,
hydrophone. It's
sir.
not going to work if we're on the surface. In that case, he uses radar, looking for aircraft and stuff. So we'll come up to the surface. We're almost
Switch
there.
to diesel engines.
Yeah, I think the graphics look pretty good.
Skipper.
All right, so we're going to take him and put him out on the Uzo,
Copy.
and he'll start scanning for that other ship. There we go. Also going to turn my engines back on. Okay, this is our sight range with the chief here, the boats. I think he's a bosun, the chief bosun. Looking, there's this sight range, but we can assign help. Now down here, you see these two little empty bars. We can assign soldiers to them, sailors. Sorry. So we'll put 2 sailors. We put 1. You see it? The sight line's expanding. We'll stick a second one in there. There. Drastically improves your sight. Here, we'll just click this back on.
Faster, faster. Set a course to these coordinates. Faster, faster.
Right, so we'll just motor along until we find that other ship. Yeah, didn't take long at all.
Alarm! Take your positions.
Alright, there's the second ship.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Alright, we'll head off toward him. And as per usual, we don't have the radio operator, so we're going to move him over real quick. We want those points,
On duty.
money, for when we go back to buy stuff, so we'll send that off. And we'll wake up myself, put myself on the attack scope. And we'll keep him on the radio, where I think we stay on the surface. Okay, so we'll start
torpedo course.
calculating torpedo course. We'll get the myself on there, calculating.
torpedo course.
I think I can see it just up there. So we'll just let them do their thing. We'll speed forward. Oh, I do want to get the tubes loading. It doesn't look like he did that. Oh, now he is. There we go. Yeah, they'll load those tubes up. We have one right now we can fire as soon as we get a good torpedo trajectory on it. Alright, we're at 93. I think that's good. Just see what the distance is. It's 5 kilometers away. This one here, you can see we're coming more of a broadside shot on it. A lot easier to hit. I'll go a little more and see. 95, 96, 97, 98. Alright, I'm going to take this shot. Okay, here for a sec. That one's preheated. Okay, excellent. Okay, so we'll left click. Select torpedoes. Flood this tube.
124.
And we'll just fire 1 on this. Leave this part of the tutorial. Take this out with the flat gun. The 88 millimeter in the front. So we'll fire.
Fire.
Alright, torpedoes away.
30 seconds. 10 seconds to impact.
Gonna get it. I even think it may intentionally be a miss.
It's a miss.
Calculate torpedo course.
We're at 100%.
Calculate torpedo course.
So we'll motor forward a little bit here, and I do believe it'll ask us to take them out with the deck gun. I'm gonna take whoever and zoom in here. I'll put him on the deck gun.
Yes, sir.
It is gonna come up and tell me to do that.
Calculate torpedo course.
Skipper.
Finish them
There
off.
we go. See the shell hit. Also notice when you hit boats, you can see this one's looks red, this one is still gray. When you do a hit, I believe the red, it indicates damage, so you'll see this red start to fill up the ship. If the red gets all the way, of course, the ship's destroyed. Alright. So yes, it's just, oh, I think does it want to put us on the gun? Alright. Back down
Yes,
there.
sir.
So we'll select skins and we'll put him on the 88. Okay, and then we'll right click.
Finish them off.
We might be able to see the damage accumulate here if we hit him. It was close. We do have a torpedo we could shoot. We're so close. And I believe if you sink it with the torpedo, it still asks you to get in and use the deck gun. To stabilize the U-boat, you can also put an engineer on the helm. You got Stefan Keller up there. If we take one of these engineers, yeah, well, Bender's sleeping, and we put him up on the helm, I believe it stabilizes the sub more. Oh, I can see a little bit of red there at the beginning. Must be a hit. We're pretty close. That was another one. Yeah, you can see the red's now moving up slowly on this ship, so it's sinking. Yeah, I'm really liking U-boat. I like the way the crew management and everything works. There, we got it. Perfect. Everybody's bailing. There we go. So we sunk that. All right, we can go back to port. So, we don't have a radio operator. Where did he go to sleep? Get back here. There we go. So we'll send that report and open up our menu and yeah, head back. Yeah, we were quite a ways out.
Set a course to these coordinates.
All right, we'll see you back at port. Alright, crew management, mission completed. Okay, we gotta select the, one of the skippers.
Admiralty is deeply impressed by your last patrol. Solid work, Captain.
Thank you. Alright, so we'll take the next crew training. Again, we're getting experience for all this too, so. Okay, we'll scroll down. The next one is training patrol. Excellent. Okay, so real world patrol training. We'll click the map. So this is going to be the patrol area. We'll set our course.
Faster,
And off we go. Alright, so we'll make our way out there. I think that's going to wrap up the first episode for the tutorials, and we'll see you next episode. Thanks for watching, everyone.